Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, hello, my name is Loey and I just really wanted to sit down and talk to you guys today. And this is something that I have put a lot of thought into and a lot of like preparation into how am I going to come back to body positivity. How am I going to talk about this? How am I going to talk about self-love again and kind of feel like I was ready to re-enter the space? And I was thinking about filming something at a studio and making it this big theatrical event to really just floor people and show them that I was passionate about coming back and talking about this. But I don't really think that we need that in order to just have a really honest conversation about bodies and about self-image and about self-love and self-hatred and all of that. And I don't know why I put so much pressure on myself all the freaking time. Today's episode of Messy Hotel Bedroom is brought to you from Minneapolis, where I just had a crazy meeting about products that are coming out in stores next year that are from my company, like I am the founder, like my company. I put a lot of thought into this. I've put a lot of my own insecurities into the reasoning why I didn't want to film this video yet. And the entire point of it is to help other people with their insecurities. And I feel like today was such a monumental moment in my life, and I wanted to celebrate it by coming on here and being real and open with you about self-image, about body hatred and body positivity and everything in between. Today I had to kind of like relive a large chunk of my past of not being so positive in myself and just sort of tell that story to people who work at these huge companies that you all know and shop from. And it wasn't a bad thing, it was just me sort of telling my story of how I even just moved into the space of talking about body positivity, but then eventually moving past feeling like I needed to talk about it all the time and just sort of existing as a fat person who loved their body and didn't feel the need to talk about it so much. But in doing that, I just realized how long it's been since we did this and had like such a big heart-to-heart with each other about this topic, which means so much to me. And it's not that the ghost stuff isn't fun, and I love doing story times, and I love doing random stuff with Haley and Andrew, and I love doing makeup stuff now and then, and hauls I do every now and then. It's just, I also feel like this is something that I've neglected here, and it's probably the most important thing in the world. I feel like in my heart that I know I was put on earth to talk about this subject. That's why I feel that I went through all of the struggles that I did of hating my body for probably from the time that I was, old enough to recognize that my body was not normal, quote unquote. I feel like it started very young for me, probably like 8 or something like that, where I became very conscious of the way that I looked. So like what, 8 to like maybe 19-ish? I was on YouTube then, but I always would go through these spurts of loving it and hating it and loving it and hating it, feeling like I was making progress, but then at the same time feeling like I would just make these awful excuses for myself. These like nasty little voices in my head would tell me that I wasn't enough and it wasn't okay that I was accepting myself, and I needed to lose more weight before I could make that YouTube channel or post that Instagram photo or do anything really. I tell the story of my channel and how I got started so very fondly. It's unbelievable, but something sort of shifted for me after my dad died. And maybe I've never really put this into the proper words. I feel like I've danced around the topic and I talk all the time and I talk in circles, and some people love it and some people hate it. But after my dad passed away, I was so devastated and so broken and felt like I couldn't take any more crap online from the people who didn't think I was doing a good thing by talking about body positivity. But as a result, I was I know letting so many people down who desperately needed to hear this message, because I just decided I was kind of tired about talking about being the fat girl in the room, and then, you know, girls and boys and human beings everywhere just stop struggling with their bodies. Like, I know the world didn't pause in that time frame that I felt like I needed to take a step back and breathe and do something different to sort of feel okay. And I still made body positive videos in that time frame, and I feel that just by posting on my Instagram a photo of myself in a dress, like, it's a symbol of my body positivity. All that it means is being positive about yourself, about your body. It doesn't mean anything else. There are people who try to put a label on it and try to vilify body positivity now, and I feel like it's insane to me how much it's changed in the time that I feel like I've almost been away, if that makes any sense. This hotel is so weird. They're literally like, look at this. What is happening? Bye. See you later. I think that a lot of people see body positivity as a negative, and people talk about it as if it's like immediately something that it's not. And I've never really viewed body positivity as quote unquote fat acceptance or all of these other things that I think that people sort of try to interject into a fake narrative for it. Today, I was talking about what it was like to hate my body when I was overweight, but then also what it was like to hate my body when I was not eating for months at a time. Struggling with an eating disorder, losing massive amounts of weight very quickly. And I talked about my experience from both ends of the scale, literally. And while one was much larger than the other, it doesn't change the fact I did not lose weight and magically get happy with the way that I looked. Now, my current approach to everything is just because I love myself. I want to exist. I want to do things. I want to work out. I want to wear cute clothes. I want to get made up. I'm my own best friend, and I root for myself the way that I would root for like Haley when she was doing something killer that she loved and that she was passionate about. That doesn't mean that I have it all figured out, and I put so much pressure on myself because I feel like after so much of my life being spent hating my body, I have to have it all together all the time to even talk about self-love and to preach about body positivity and to talk about this topic that I genuinely feel like an amateur about, but people look to me as if I'm the expert on. And that's not a complaining sort of thing. That's not me saying like the pressure, you know, I'm not whining about that in any capacity. I just really don't have it together all the time. There are a lot of days that I wake up and I really don't like the way that I look still. And on those days, I have to be gentle with myself. And I've talked so many times about how to love yourself and how to get started in those baby steps into formulating a positive relationship with yourself and a positive relationship with your body. So many of us spend all of our days berating ourselves, saying that we're not good enough or saying that our body isn't enough and we'll look better after we lose 20 pounds or muscle up or gain weight or we get that nose job or liposuction or that Brazilian butt lift. And it's okay to look in the mirror and want to change something. It's okay for me to look in the mirror and say, I don't know, that I want to get toe surgery. I don't know, just something ridiculous. If I want to get liposuction, if I want to get a boob job, if I want to get a nose job, if I want to lose 50 pounds, that's all okay. And it doesn't mean that you're any less body positive for it. All that body positivity is looking in the mirror and saying, yeah, I love you. That's okay. Like the way that you look in this stage, in this moment in your life is okay. Like I said, today I like really had to dig deep and remember why this means so much to me. And it's not just something that I preach about, you know, how important self-love is, because it is important. Everyone knows that. I had to kind of look within myself and ask, well, why? Why is it so important that I love myself after years and years and years and years and years of hating the way that I looked? And honestly, that's because your life doesn't get started in 20 pounds. Like if you could hear me on any part of this video, this is the point that I would like you to listen. Your life doesn't start in 20 pounds. Your life doesn't start when you start looking picture perfect. Your life doesn't start after your plastic surgery, and it certainly doesn't start after you've changed your appearance to fit a social norm or something that you feel would be better. We don't have a lot of time here. It seems like a lot of time, but I promise you, you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna be 75, God willing, and you're gonna think to yourself, well, why did I spend so much time being so concerned with the way that I looked and not spending that energy living my life and honoring myself and respecting myself and giving myself the attention and love I deserved? Why did I not take better care of myself? For me, some days self-care is doing a face mask or going to the gym or going for a walk with my dogs, but also sometimes self-care is just getting out of bed and looking in the mirror and saying, all right, queen, you're enough like this. You're okay in the skin that you're in right now in this very moment. And some days I get out of bed and I have to say that to myself. And that's so important to me because I look back at the years and years and years that I spent not doing those things for myself, not taking better care of myself, not honoring myself and respecting myself, not going in public a lot because I hated the way that I looked so freaking much, because I hated my body and I was so insecure, and that manifested in so many ways in my life, all because of one problem. And I'm not saying that's the only reason why I did what I did throughout my life, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that that's like the root of all evil. I'm just saying it's one of the major factors. It's one of the reasons I was so freaking insecure. And so now, yeah, like I spend every day loving my body. Are there days when I order something online and it's too small and I get really freaked out within myself and I berate myself for my size or my body or whatever it is? Yeah. Are there days that I want to wake up and wear leggings and a hoodie because I don't particularly want to show off my body that day, or I don't particularly want to wear a short skirt or something? Yeah. Are there days where I don't give myself that gift of adoration and that gift of saying to myself that I'm enough and taking care of myself in that way and respecting myself in that way? Yes. But I'm also kind to myself, and I know that I really am enough, and I'm not lesser than because of my weight or my body. I am doing the best I can in this world. I am trying to make an impact like all of us are, and my energy is better spent on that than sitting there and staring in the mirror and wondering if I would be better if I lost XYZ amount of weight, or if I would be better if only I could fit into this pant size. Our world is changing around us so much, and it's not even just about weight anymore. We see so much diversity in different stores and in brands and in everything, really. It's so important to see someone that kind of looks like you living their life and thriving. And I think and I hope that in this day and age, you guys all can say that you have someone like that that you can look up to. And if you don't, then be that person for yourself. I just needed to talk. I'm literally gonna edit this, upload it, get on a plane, and go to a different country. So I'll see you guys there. But I just really wanted to talk about this, and this is so heavy on my mind right now, and it's something where I sometimes just felt like I had nothing left to say. I felt like I had said everything that I ever could have wanted to on body positivity and on self-love and why it's okay to love yourself. But I think that more recently I've realized that not only do I need to keep talking about it, but also I want to keep talking about it. I want to keep expanding on this idea. And even if I've told you something 50 times, even if I say a million times into the mud that loving yourself is okay, I still think it's important to say it. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I will see you in my next video, but until then, I love you so very much. There's a siren. Yeah. I'll see you guys in my next one.